எடுத்தோடனே ஒரு பேர் நிற்கிறேன். நீ அசலை பலகாரம் இருக்காது, ஆறு மாதிரி வந்து பலகாரம் இருக்காது. சரி நான் வேணான்னு சொன்னேன். வீடியோ मेरे बेटे का फोन की साया भी किसी गलती से चीर कर अब तेरे बेटे को दो हिस्सों में फाड़ के ఏం చదివాను గుర్తుపట్టమే లేదు.
Welcome to the dynamic learning hub of XLR at Andheri East. A prime spot conveniently located at just a 5-minute walk from LIC Andheri Metro. In our journey of over a decade, we have proudly trained over 2 lakh students. We have also been recognized by Deloitte, Silicon India, and other accreditation bodies. Experience learning like never before in our spacious and comfortable classrooms. With high-definition projectors and state-of-the-art acoustics in place, we ensure effective learning even to the farthest point in the room. The hybrid mode is a game changer as you can enjoy the benefits of a live classroom from the comfort of your home. Even if you happen to miss any classroom session, you can still attend the same session with the same trainer at the same time at your convenience, maintaining consistency in your learning progress. Want to get started? Join us for a demo or career chat over a cup of coffee at our Andheri branch. XLR. We don't just train, we build careers.
Yes, so the collaboration with XLR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives.
The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets.
So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me. So I would absolutely love it if XLR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
It was a great course and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with XLR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success during our Technical Fest Atmos, and I thank XLR for being a part of it.
Good evening, all. Students, kindly wait for 2 minutes. Trainer is joining the session.
Hi, my name is Rupesh and I work with Dotline as a performance marketeer and I've got about like 15 plus years of experience. So today I happen to come here for the placement drive, rightfully matched few profiles based on the requirement that we had. I'm so happy that XLR did a great job in terms of getting the pool of talents out and training them, and lucky that we are here so that we got the right match and we were able to get it. And thank you so much, XLR. Thank you.
So hello guys, myself Mohammad Tarheeb. I am a graduate from aviation background, and then I thought of doing my course in digital marketing. So then XLR was the best opportunity for me. I took out digital marketing from them, and then I enhanced my skills in digital marketing. They offered me a campus drive in a company called Dotline. They gave us 3 days of good session for student development program, wherein they gave us a good opportunity of learning whatever the skills is required for the interview, for us to enhance our skills and then perform well in interview. So yeah, after the interview went well and I have got selected in Dotline Designs right now, and I am excited for the opportunity coming up.
Hi, I am Pinky. I did my MBA in HR. How I got to know about this institute is through Google. And then we got a wonderful trainer whose name is Azhar. He used to give theoretical ideas, and for this interview, we had a prior 3-day session for just
Anika ma'am, you can start the session.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Hope you all are doing good. Welcome back to our session. And today we are going to discuss about one more project. So first we see the problem statement, okay? And then we'll see the output. After that, we will write code, okay? Okay. This is the objective here. Whenever we have any problem, okay, today we are not going to discuss about that streamlet and all, okay, whatever the codes will come, those lines we will discuss, okay, but base we have already created. Also on Friday we created recommendation system, right? Recommendation system with streamlet we did, okay. So same thing, whatever the projects we are going to do, that project with streamlet, okay, for deployment we'll use it, okay. Now you all know deployment means what? The screen will be visible, which is user friendly, okay, or a web page we can say like this. This is our today's problem. This will be the output, okay. This is about a bankruptcy, okay. This is to predict that a bankruptcy, okay. For that we have these many fields. So if you see, this is a kind of web page where we have the text input and label, also the text input here. Similarly for other points as well. So we'll see all the points one by one, okay. At the end, when you press this button, it will predict something. Like here it is saying that bankruptcy, okay, like that. So we have to change values according to that. It will give you output, okay. So this is the output screen, what we are going to create it, okay. Yeah, Ambesh. Okay, now see, this is just a project which is for all the industries, okay. I read this problem statement, then you will understand, okay. This is the classification problem, okay. Why do we say the classification problem? Because the output is either true, false, yes, no, 0, 1. That is called classification. When you have two outputs, that is called classification, okay. We have also regression, okay? We discussed the regression problem earlier. Regression is like profit and salary is the continuous values, okay? So that there we have to apply regression. Classification means when you have to classify whether it is the mail is a normal mail or a spam. We have to predict whether the person is a diabetic or not diabetic, okay? Or some other thing, okay? Anything which has this yes, no answer or two answers are there, that will come under classification problem. So we will classify, okay? This is the classification problem, project. Since the variable to predict a binary, bankruptcy or a non-bankruptcy, okay? The goal here is to model the probability that a business goes bankrupt from the different features, okay? We are talking about businesses, okay? All the businesses are connected with the bank, okay? For transaction and everything, they have to use bank. And all the industries, okay, or companies, now they are facing these many issues, okay? If you know about, like, if you guys read newspaper, then there is one news, okay, which is right now, like nowadays, it's very popular. This is related to cyber crime, okay? Industrial risk why assignment question. Amrish, which assignment question you are talking about? Okay. Are you writing in the chat window? Amrish, which assignment question? Okay, I continue my explanation, okay? After explanation, my assignment question project. Which assignment question you are talking about? Did you created any website, anything? One minute, guys, okay? Okay, Amrish has created one project, okay? Yes, you can show it to everyone, okay? Shushmita, can he share screen? Good evening, Harsh.
Yes, Likanksha, please tell me.
Okay, so I have not started this problem and everything, okay? So I stop share my screen. Amrish, you can share your screen, okay? Shushmita will give you permission.
Sure, I'll give 2 minutes.
Also, you can unmute yourself, okay? So that we can discuss your project as well. Very good. What about others? Anyone else created a project?
Can you please confirm me the student name?
This is Amrish, okay? The spelling is Ambrish, Amrish Pandey.
Okay.
Harsh, on which topic? No, we have discussed one Streamlit website, okay? After that, I said, you guys can select any topic and create your website, okay? So if anyone else also created, you also can share screen. We will quickly discuss the websites, okay? We always have to create projects, okay? Then only we'll be having confidence whether this Streamlit is working or not, our project is working, okay? Only sessions will not help to learn anything. Amrish, can you share your screen?
Actually, I am not given the access. Just give me a moment. I'm facing some issue.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Harsh,
Once it's done, I'll.
yeah, sure. Harsh, okay. See, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. If you are from IT background, okay, we all know the basic HTML, CSS, and JavaScript we use to create front page. Okay, like meanwhile, I share my screen. Okay, like this is what my front page. It is user friendly because We cannot say that all are from IT background and they all know how to write code and create website, okay? So for them, this is the easiest one, okay, where they just have to press buttons like plus button, minus button to select, and then there is this button as well, that bankruptcy result, press it and get output. Like for Google also, if you want to log in, for login also we enter username, password and press that login button, right? That is user friendly. They don't know what is the code behind it. So everyone, if like they want this front page, okay? So this front page you can create with the help of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Then you have to use that Flask and Django to deploy your Python code versus this is the simplest method. What I taught in like earlier sessions. So this is like what Streamlit, where you do not need to worry about your CSS, Java and HTML code. And then it is very simple as well. With the help of that Streamlit, you can create your website. Also, you can deploy your Python code. So Python is the simple language, and then also we are using Streamlit. This is also simple. So that connectivity is very easy. Creating page with HTML is very simple, but connectivity would be difficult. Okay. Karan is saying, ma'am, this is my first session I joined, so I can't understand anything going on. Karan, this is the project-based AI/ML sessions, okay? Tomorrow will be the last session, okay? We have completed like how to create a website with the help of Streamlit. Also, we have discussed some machine learning algorithms. So machine learning algorithm with this Streamlit, how these two things will work together. Ultimate, if you are from data science, machine learning, or Python developer, you have to always deploy your code. Okay. So for that, these sessions are there. And yeah, Amrish, you can share your screen. I stop share my screen. Can you saying something about a cyber crime? Yeah, Neha, I'll tell you about that cyber crime, okay? First, Amrish has to show the site and then I'll come back to my topic, okay? We'll explain. Machine learning registration form. Amrish, share your screen. Yes, ma'am, I agree, but I think there is no more flexibility. In CSS, we can change each and everything, but no. It's up to you, okay, Harsh. If you're comfortable with this HTML, CSS, then you go ahead with that one, okay? Amrish, are you going to share your screen quickly? Amrish, quickly do it, okay? Will not waste much time because I have to finish one project today, one tomorrow as well, okay? Karan, it's fine, okay? Again, developer word is there now. So developer means you have to deploy something. Amrish, please say something, okay? Are you going to share your screen or can I continue with my project? Do you want to show your website? Yeah, Harsh. Meanwhile, you can share your screen, okay? I think she has given access only to Amrish, no? Amrish, if you are not going to share your screen, okay, please let me know. You said that
Access is there for all of them. They
All
can
of-
unmute themselves and they can share the screen.
okay. Harsh, you can share screen. Is tomorrow last class? Yes, tomorrow is the last class. Okay. You can also unmute Harsh. Explain that topic first, okay? And then tell me what you have created. Hey, my name is Harsh and Harsh Bajpayee, okay? Programmer always try to learn something new with the consistency. Very good. And then projects. Achha, all your projects are here. project 1. Okay, perfect. Scroll down. The case study is also present. Can you please show one case study? A good idea. Very good. Okay, this is the way you can systematically put your projects in one page, and this will be very helpful, right? In future also, you just have to press one link to see your project. Okay, live link. So live link, is it gonna deploy project? Harsh, what is the use of this live link? Guys, you all know, okay, this is also one website. Harsh, you there? Can you press this button, okay? Sorry, ma'am. No problem, Harsh. Will you share your screen again? So it's very... No problem, Harsh. You can share your screen and just show quickly, okay, all those about us and those buttons were there, right? You can show those buttons. This is so much noise near me. Okay, okay, Harsh, no problem. It's fine, okay, if you don't want to unmute. Just show all the options, okay? Like we select any website, okay? If you'll talk about the Amazon one, Flipkart or any site, they have the basic tabs, okay? What are these basic tabs? Home, about, and contact. They're the basic tabs. Where if we'll press home button, Harsh, can you show that what will happen if you'll press home button? Okay, this is the home page where you all can see he has added on the left hand side YouTube link, and other links are also there, LinkedIn and this and that, okay, many Instagram. These options are there. What is this front page? It is about, yes, the front page is about, all the links are also working, very good. So this is about all the projects. So home page has all the projects, whatever he has completed till now. With the help of, I think, HTML, CSS, Java. Also, you created this one with the help of Streamlit, right, Harsh? Okay. Next tab is about. Okay. About, okay, this is about Harsh. Some lines are also there here. Hi there, my name is Harsh, and like that, okay, information, what he has done, okay, and exposure and everything. Apart from that, on the right hand side, you can see my skills, where he has added all the skills, HTML, CSS, C#, and this and that, okay. Python, Power BI, many options are, many skills are there, okay. Do we have anything else? Okay. The button is also present, contact button. Harsh, will this work? Okay, contact will take you to one page, okay. In this page, you can enter. Generally, whenever you open any site and you want to contact, they always give one small form, okay, where you have to write your name, email address, message, okay, like suppose you're looking for job, then the message will be related to job only. If you're looking for any product, then the message will according to that, okay. And then submit button. So automatically this will, okay, very good. Form submitted successfully. This is also working fine. So automatically they will receive a mail where they will get the message and other information. So in future, if they want to contact, they can do it. Okay. Very good, Harsh. This is perfect. Okay. Just can you write it in the chat one? This one you created with the help of HTML, CSS or Streamlit? HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay, no problem. This is also fine then. And Amrish is not going to share screen. Amrish, are you going to share screen? No, right? Okay, I share my screen. So we were discussing about problem statement. Before this problem statement, we have to understand also what is this corruption, okay? This is different corruption, okay? No, I'm not talking about this project, okay? This is something else what now I'm telling you, the news is very popular. this is happening with many people, okay? Like if I don't know how they decide, okay, like on which number they have to call, but they know already that they have the very big amount in their accounts, okay? And how they can like this is what happening, okay? Nowadays, I have seen this news multiple times. Some fake call will be there, and they'll say that we are calling from police station. I am this one, okay? They'll show you the ID and everything, okay? All the proofs and everything. If you search online that person's name, okay, you will be able to find that name also, okay? So what they do, they search those correct names, IDs and everything, okay? They have it, okay? On that call, they'll say something that with the help of your account, um, many bad or uh, what we have said, genuine transactions are not going on, okay? So if this will continue, then definitely you will be in trouble. We will come to your house, will trouble your family as well. Will block your accounts and nothing will be there and many things, okay? They'll scare you. And then what they'll say, you have to shift to, you don't have to tell this to your office and to your family members also. And you have to go somewhere where no one else will also be there. So what they say, select any nearby hotel. So wherever is your house, you will select your nearby hotel, okay? Then they'll ask you to switch on video, okay? They'll do the video call. That video call number is also not present properly, okay? If you'll try to call, okay, you won't be able to do it. So until you are in that hotel room, you will be able to do video call and they will continuously in touch with you. They will not allow you to drop that phone call. Even at night when you're sleeping, they'll watch you, okay? Continuously they'll say, okay, we'll help you with your bank transaction. What you can do, this is the government side, you can transfer all the amount to this particular account and in future, once everything will settle down, we'll give you back this amount, okay? So what people are thinking, it's actually a police call, it's not a fake call, and they transfer money. So recently, one of my relative also did a mistake, and the transaction amount was also really very big. And now they are like going to many police stations here and there, but now you know the Indian police station, government and law and everything, right? So why I've shared this, okay, because this is happening nowadays. If any phone call comes, okay, you have to be careful, okay? Now we come back to our business objective, okay? This is the classification problem, okay? Classification, I have already discussed classification where we have always two outputs, yes, no, true, false. Something like you are diabetic, not diabetic, like that, okay? We have different true, false outputs will be there, okay? So just two output will be there, either true or false, okay? That's why we say classification. Since the variable to predict in binary bankruptcy, okay, or non-bankruptcy, okay, see this we have to predict. As I told you, only two options are there. Here, what are the two options? First one is this, bankruptcy and non-bankruptcy, okay. The goal here is to model the probability that a business goes bankrupt from different features, okay. In this table, in this data set, we have 7 features, about 250 companies, okay? All the companies are connected with banks, okay? Different banks, even not even connected with one bank, different banks. They do regular transaction, they know everything, right? So what they do, according to these 7 features, they have decided few points, okay? So here, 0 means they are saying, we have here 3 things, okay? 0 means what? Low risk, okay? Then we have the next one here. This is what? 0.5, okay? 0.5, which is medium risk, okay? I just write medium risk, okay? After that, 1 is what? High risk. So now it is very easy, okay, to predict all these things, like which company is now in low risk, which one is in medium risk, which one is in high risk, okay? According to that, they maintain data, okay? The data set, we can say. So these are the three important things. What we are going to predict, that bankruptcy or not bankruptcy, okay? This we are going to predict. What are these columns we have here? Industrial risk. Okay, see here. First point is what? Industrial risk, where again 3 points are there, okay? 0, 0.5 and 1. This is the way we have option. So it will select 1. Out of these 3, will select 1 only. The management risk, okay? Guys, do you have any idea like what is this industry risk, management risk, and so on? Any idea? No? Yes? Some participants are already working, right? Industrial risk means industrial risk will be competitors. Competitors are also there, okay? Anything else? Anyone else wants to answer? Okay. Industrial risk measure the level of risk associated with the industry in which a company operates. Okay. This is called industrial risk. Second is what? Management risk. Reflects the level of risk associated with the company's management team. So they have management team as well, Ricky. All the companies, okay, whatever the company will say, the IT company or marketing company or event management company, they all have different departments, okay. Target variable, please, QL. Please write it properly. I don't understand, okay, what is this PLSQL? PLSQL? SQL you are talking about? PLSQL or something else? Target variable, PLSQL means? Okay, I move to the next one. Okay, management risk I discussed already. Then we have this financial flexibility. This indicates the company's ability to respond to financial challenges or opportunities. Okay, sometimes, okay, the project budget is like suppose 1 crore, but they have like suppose only 80 lakhs to finish the project. So that is also very important part, okay? For particular project, they have to decide these things, okay? What will be the financial challenges will be there, okay? Again, okay, for all these points, we have 0, 0.5 and 1. All same meaning, okay? 0 means low flexibility. 0.5 will be medium flexibility. 1 will be high flexibility. Credibility, this is the trustworthy and the reputation of the company, okay? To maintain this credibility also is a difficult task, okay? So this is also like if you're not paying that whatever the bills and everything you're not paying on time, according to that also they'll decide, okay? You are under 0, 0.5 or 1 category, okay? Competitiveness, okay, someone said this one, okay, represent the company's ability to compete efficiently in its market, okay. This is very important now. See, if you'll see for ordering food, we have Swiggy, also we have Zomato and many other sites are also there, right? For ordering food, this one, grocery online, we have Big Basket, D-Mart, Star Mart, this and that. So what, they have to also check, okay, what other companies are doing, what are the new strategies they are, or discount or anything they are giving. According to that, others will also change the strategy. Okay. So that also we have to always check. Like if we are also planning any new business, for that business also we have to check the similar business and competitive we have to decide. Okay. And according to that, we have to decide our business plan. Okay. Operating risk, okay, evaluate the risk associated with the company's day-to-day operations. Again, here we have 0, 0.5 and 1. So low, medium and high risk. And then we have the class. Then this is the final last column, okay. This is the target column, or we say the dependent column, the one we are going to predict. Okay, so different names are there, don't confuse. Target, if anyone say target, predicted column, dependent column. Okay, all are three similar terms. Okay, this means we are going to predict output. Okay, what are the options here? Bankruptcy and non-bankruptcy. The company has got bankrupt, company has not gone bankrupt. Okay, so this is about our data set columns. I'll show you the table as well. Okay. Apart from that, what is our objective? The main objective is to build a classification model. As I told you, two things are there, bankruptcy, non-bankruptcy. So 0 and 1 you can consider. Okay. So here, what is this? We are going to classify. Either that particular will be bankrupt, particular company will be bankrupt or will not be bankrupt. Okay, like that. We have to predict. And this is fine. Okay, probability of a company going bankrupt based on the given features. This involve data pre-processing. Okay, these steps you know already. Okay, so I just tell you the basic steps we have to do. Then there is a high risk or a low risk when the company has a low budget. Yeah. So many things are there here. Okay. It is not about low budget and high budget. It is like you have to finish within that budget. Okay. Suppose the project budget, actual budget is 1 crore, but the company is giving you 80 lakhs only. But we have to maintain, we have to run project in that amount only. Okay. It is not about, it's a risk. Okay. Yes, the risk factor is also there. Sometimes it is not possible. Okay. But most of the time it is India. Okay. They all can do it. So here, okay, every time whenever you have any data set, we have all these basic steps. First, we have to gather the data. Second, we have to clean our data set. Third, we have to do visualization, means apply Matplotlib, Seaborn, or you can use Power BI or Tableau. After that, divide into X and Y. X and Y is what one is dependent column, rest all will be my independent column. Okay. We have to remember one will be dependent, rest all will be independent. Okay. After dividing into dependent, independent, then the next thing is what? Divide into train and test. And after this, the final step is to apply models. So today we will learn how we can apply different models, how it will give you the output, the accuracy, and then how we can convert into pickle file and will deploy it. Okay, these many steps we are going to do. Amrish, calm, low budget. अमरीश ऐसा होता है ओके इट्स इंडिया ओके जरूरी नहीं है कि जितना बजट डिसाइड हुआ है उतना ही आपको मिलेगा आपको कम भी मिल सकता है बट यू हैव टू मैनेज ओके okay this is fine we discussed about the output okay I just show you one more time now you'll be able to understand all these points okay whatever the fields are there. Okay, these many fields are there. We have discussed, okay, industry risk, management risk, and all this. Okay, we first always have to understand problem properly, then only we have to write code. Okay, so generally people take 1 month or 15 days to write all these code lines and deploy project because they have to think, okay, how they are going to solve it. Also, they have to create a proper PPT where they decide what are these steps are required. After creating a project, also they create PPT to understand whether it is like properly created or not, the deployment is giving correct output or not. So that multiple modules and models and all will take time. Okay, so it is not like one day task. One day means just apply one model, deploy it and done. Okay. Okay, this is about our output. Now we move to our Google Colab notebook. Okay, so 1 second. One minute, okay. I share my screen. Okay, wherever you have doubt, let me know. I'll explain, okay. This is my IPYNB file, okay. Now you all know what is IPYNB file. Whenever we create any Python file with the help of Google Colab or Jupyter Notebook, it will always take that IPYNB extension, where whenever you have to deploy a project, that will always be .py file, okay. So then the deployment file we'll create separately. Today, here we are going to discuss about two files. First is gonna be this one, bankruptcy prediction. Second will be for deployment. Okay, two files will be there. The dependent of the project is paid in the stream. No, it's not paid. Streamlit is open source. Okay, it's free. Okay. Now we start with the project, okay? Here we have the first step. The first step is always to load this data set, okay? So I already have the data set. I just have to load it, okay? This is my bankruptcy CSV file. I just close my some files, okay? 1 minute. Just in a while, okay? This will load my file, okay? Okay, this file you can see on the left hand side, okay? The file is there where you can see this is the file, CSV file, okay? This file we are going to use it. I also show you once the file, okay? How the data set will look like. Okay, see here. This is my Excel file, okay? I'm gonna convert this Excel file to CSV format, okay? Uh, okay, someone has stop shared my screen. Shushmita, can you please block this share option?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, see here, my screen will be visible, I think so. Yeah, it's visible, right? In this one, we have what? Same thing, okay? Whatever I have discussed already, The problem statement we have to understand first, okay? Creating code will not be a difficult thing if you'll understand this problem or any problem properly, okay? So here if you'll see, okay, all these columns are there where we have information, okay, 0.51 and all those things, okay? All the points and everything is there. So this is like a not a proper file they have created, but how you have to check, okay? See here for this one, industry risk, they have selected, this is the data of 250 different companies, okay? 250 companies. So industry risk is what? 0.5. Then next is what? My management risk is what? 1.0. Okay, like that. And then next is what? My financial risk is 0 and so on. So if you'll notice here, okay, 7 columns are there and 7 different values are also there. This is also the last column. So if you'll see, the last column is what? Class. Here this is called all comma separated, okay? This is not properly in the form of table, okay? So that's why we'll convert to CSV file. Okay, but now what you have to understand, see the bankruptcy here and under which column? Under this class column. Next is what? Again, bankruptcy, and so on. Okay, these many options are there. So we have for this class, we have 2 options. So which one is our dependent column or predicted column? This one, okay? We do not use even this column word, we use always features. So this one is our predicted features, okay? Class we are going to predict, okay? Now we move to the code line. Okay, we'll see all the code lines one by one, okay? Okay, this is my file where we always have to load data set. Okay, so what I did here, I have used first this bankruptcy.csv file. I have to load this file. You all know we have to press this button and then we have to load data set. Okay, so first we have to load the data set. Then the basic first step is always to write our files. Okay, the libraries we have to write. So hope you all know, okay, what is library. Library is one thing like one box you can say, or you can also say that the general meaning of library is what? Where you can find multiple books, okay? Here we can find multiple functions. So what are those functions? Inbuilt function. The functions are already present. We are going to use those functions, okay? So this is what will reduce my work. I can use those functions or libraries to reduce my work or to reduce number of steps. Okay. And Python has very big set of library. Yeah, Harsh, we have to predict that class column, okay, because it has 2 different options, okay. So we have to predict that class column. Okay, after this, my page is visible, I think so, right? This bankruptcy prediction one, right? Yeah. I have shared this page, okay? Now see, first is what we are going to import all these libraries. So pandas is what? Pandas is always to manipulate. This PD, NP, SNS is just short form. So pandas is always to manipulate, analyze, and cleaning. We use pandas. Okay. After this, we have the next library, which is called NumPy. NumPy is what? Numerical Python. Arrays and all we create here. Okay. And some mathematical calculations are also possible. That's why we say numerical Python. So NumPy is what? Numerical Python. Next library is what? My Seaborn library. What is this Seaborn library? This library is to plot, okay? Matplotlib or Seaborn. We have these 2 libraries to plot anything, okay? So like suppose I want to create bar graph, pie chart, histogram, and so on. all the graphs I can create with the help of Seaborn or with the help of Matplotlib. We also have option to use Tableau and Power BI. It's your choice, but within code, okay, this also we have to use it. So now we have already discussed about these 7 columns. So I don't think so I have to discuss this again. Industrial risk, management risk, financial risk, credibility, competitiveness, okay, operating risk and class. So we know, okay, what are we going to predict? Just one column, which is class, because predicted will always be 1. Yes, Harsh, but I am confusing there why it is giving if we have to predict that one. No, so some data will be there, no? Like see here, this is not a salary example. Like suppose you have 10 years of salary and you are going to predict that 11th year salary. Then you have previous year's data. Here for bank, they always maintain data with the help of these points. If it is 0.5, 1.5, 0 and this and that, okay, then what will be the output here? Bankruptcy. We are not going to predict, we are going to classify it in which one it will go. This company will go in this bankruptcy or non-bankruptcy. Classification means what? Classifying, dividing into different, not clusters, okay? Classifying is the correct word. Two points are there, like either that mail will be the normal mail or spam, right? So it will go to inbox or it will go to spam. So we are not predicting anything. We are just, what are we predicting? That mail is what? Spam or a normal mail. Here we are predicting this company is what? Bankrupt company or non-bankrupt. Okay, clear? Ma'am, import pandas meaning Amresh, okay, what happened to you? Okay, import pandas I have already discussed. It is for manipulation, okay? Okay. Now see, I'll check chat window after some, okay? After some time, let me discuss all the points, okay? We have already spent 1 hour and where I am at CSV, reading CSV file, okay? So at the end, I'll take all the questions. Now I just continue with the code, okay? First, you understand all the code lines. You can write it somewhere and then ask question. If I'll not get time today, tomorrow I'll discuss, okay? Don't worry, I'll discuss. And some points, okay, some basic points like what is pandas, okay? So today is like a day where we are discussing about the final project, okay? I have already discussed about pandas where I have created a data frame, everything I discussed, right? So either you can watch previous recordings or when I'm explaining the topic, okay, quickly Google it, what is pandas, okay? You will get the answer, okay? Still you won't understand, write it in the chat window, okay? Okay, Harsh. So we are reading what here? CSV file. So I've uploaded that CSV file here and then I'm using that CSV file. All the files, if you remember, all the numbers were these separated by semicolons, okay? So these semicolons is what my separator, okay? After this, after reading CSV, we have some basic functions, okay? Now you all know we did this one multiple times, okay? df.head, head is to give starting 5 columns. df.tail, tail will give you the last 5 columns, okay? So starting 5 in Python, whether it is string, for loop or list, set, tuple, no, not set, okay, tuple, all will by default will start with 0. Okay, so here also if we are talking about any table, by default index will be 0. But yes, we have option to change it. Okay, I can start with 1 as well. So by default index is what here? 0 already. And then 0 to 4 if you'll count, this is gonna be 5. Okay, 5 means what? 5 rows are present. So head gives you starting 5 rows. But if you want to see the 20 rows, 30 rows, 40 rows, you can write that number here. Okay, you can write here 20 or you just write df. So df will give you the full data set. Okay, that you can do. Similarly, the tail is gonna give you the last columns. Okay, last 4. last 5 columns, not 4. Okay. So last column is what? 249. Index number is what? 249. 245 to 249 will be last 5 columns. Okay. Describe also we discussed. Okay. This describe function is always to give you all statical functions. Okay. It will calculate automatically, like it will count mean, median, mode, standard deviation, and all these things. Okay. Okay, so it will calculate all these things, and here you can see, okay, if you want to see, okay, in this industrial race for this particular column, what is the mean? Okay, so this is the mean. Okay, this is the standard deviation. This is the minimum value. Now, apart from that, okay, these are what? Quartiles. Okay, we have 3 quartiles here. Like this. Okay, generally the center part is our median. Okay. So the one which is near to the median value, or we can say that the 25%, that is gonna be your first quartile. Okay, first quartile means 25%. Second quartile will be your 50%. Okay, this is what my 50%. This is called second quartile. Similarly, I have third quartile, which is called 75. Now, what is the use to figure out quartiles? Okay, to always predict or to always find out the outliers. Okay. Outliers means what? Extreme values. We cannot say that these values are wrong values. We have to drop it as now we know that cleaning process is going on. We are definitely gonna drop something or change something, or something will happen here. Okay. Here, okay, data sets, sometimes we get the perfect data set, but if we'll talk about the real life scenario, the data will not be clean. Okay, we have to do it. So now this is what, okay, if this data set is about salary, and salary of the average salary of employees is between 20 to suppose 20 lakhs to 50 lakhs, like that. Okay. 20 lakhs to 50 lakhs is average range. We say that 75% is under this range. But some CEOs, CTOs are also there. They'll be having package 1 crore, 2 crore, 3 crores, like that. Also, some freshers are there. They'll be having package 7 lakh, 10 lakhs, other numbers also, right? 8 lakhs, 12 lakhs. So this is what this is not to drop, okay? This is just to understand that some outliers are there. Outliers are nothing but our stream values. Okay. Okay, what is the minimum number, maximum number here? Okay, this you can figure out. 0 is the minimum, 1 is the maximum. So to understand all these statical points, okay, we use describe function, df dot describe. Now here we have the next one. This is called df dot columns. One second. Okay. We already know, okay, columns means what? The data frame name is DF, where we have these columns, industrial risk, management risk, okay, all the columns, all the 7 columns are there. At the end, it is showing data type equals to object. Data type equals to object means columns will always be the string type, right? So that's why we say this is what my column, all the columns are what? Objective type. Okay, object type means not objective, object type. Object type means always string. So column names, okay, this financial is what? My string. Whether it has the numerical values, but the name will always be string. Okay. Next one is what? df dot shape. Shape is like what? How many rows and columns are present? Okay, so we have 250 rows and 7 columns. Okay. NF dot unique values. Okay, this is to show you all the unique values. Like everywhere, okay, we can see that 3 unique values are there. So 3 unique values, now you know, okay, that low, medium, and the high. Those are the 3 different values are there. So unique means 3 different values. So all the columns has 3 different values. Only class column has 2 different, because we have only 2 options. Okay, corrupt or bankruptcy or non-corruptcy. Okay. Okay. Now here after this we have is null. The use of isNull function is to calculate the null values. How many null values are present in the data set? So if we'll write df.isNull only, it will give you only isNull values, okay? Like true, false everywhere. But if we'll write dot sum, okay, dot sum will give you the total because we have to know the total only. In one feature, how many null values are there? In second feature, how many null values are there? Okay, we cannot check all the values, okay, where we have the false or where we have the true. So that sum function will work here. If you will notice, all the columns are with zeros here. Okay, zero means what? We do not have any null value. So here our data is already cleaned. We do not need to clean this part. Okay. Now the next one is what? df.info. df.info means it will give you information of your column. So suppose industrial risk. So industrial risk is what? My float column. Okay. Float, we can see everywhere we have float values. 1.0, 0.5 and 0.0. All the float values are there. So if you'll see, all are float except this last column. Last column is my class and which is what? Object type. Okay. Object type we know because two options are there. So that's why both are string. That's why it is saying object type. After this, if you'll see the data type, it is float 64. 6 means 6 columns are there. Object is 1 column. Okay. If you'll count 0 to 5, okay, total will be 6. So it will not count from 0. It will do the normal counting 0, 1, 2, 3. So total are 6 columns here. Object is just 1 column. Okay. Memory usage, it will show you here. 13.8 KB is the memory use. Okay. Okay, these were the basic features we discussed till now. Okay, info, like whenever you have any data set, do the basic functions. Okay, so what are those basic functions? Head, tail, info, describe, columns, and one or two more will be there. Okay, we discussed already. Okay, now the next one is gonna be label encoding. Okay, this label encoding, I just outputs are there. Okay, so here label encoding. We discussed about label encoding as well. Okay, when we discussed about fill missing values. Okay, label encoding is required to convert the categorical columns to numerical. Categorical means string to numerical columns. Okay. So if you see here, we have imported new files here. Seaborn we imported already, so it is not required again. Another is label encoder, which is under this sklearn.preprocessing. Okay, this is the file sklearn.preprocessing import label encoder. Import warnings is also we imported. Okay, warnings dot filter warnings and ignore. Wherever we have the warnings, in place of showing that warning message, it will ignore it. Okay, for that we have this warning option. After this, as we know, we just have one categorical column class. So we are going to convert this to numerical column. Okay. How can we do that? Label encoder is a function. Okay, we have to create object. Object means now I can use this full function with LE word. Okay, only LE I can write. That will automatically use this label encoder. Okay. Okay, this is called what? Creating instance of the class or object of the class. So LE is what? My object of the class. Then we have df class new. Here le.fit transform. We are gonna, we have to always use this fit transform where we have to apply to this class column. Okay. We have used the column also. After this class column, we have used what? df.new class. This is our new class name. Okay. Class new is the new class name or new feature name. We have to apply what? AS type float. Okay. We have to convert to which type? Float type, because all the values are our float values. So in place of converting into numeric integer, we are using here float. Okay. So the output will give you, we have actually two options only, 0 and 1. So it will be 0.0, it will be like 1.0, okay, float value. Doesn't matter, right? Now after this, we are going to drop this column, okay? Why we are going to drop this column? Because we created new class column, okay? The new class column, new feature column name is what? Class new, where we have the two different values. So when you have two numerical values, the categorical is not useful. So what we can do, can drop that categorical column, okay? After that, df dot shape 250 and shape. It is just to say, check, okay, how many rows and columns are there. Now here you see. When I write just df now, so it will give you full data set. In place of writing df, you can also write df dot head will give you only 5 values. But why we are giving df here? Because I think if we'll select just starting 5 values, all 5 values are just for zeros, okay? We won't be able to see the one values. One values are, we can see, okay, here. So that's why we are using DF, so that at least we can say different categories. So if you'll see, this is what my float category, where I have 0.0 and 1.0. Two we have converted, that bankruptcy and non-bankruptcy. So bankruptcy converted to 0, non-bankruptcy is converted to 1, like that. Okay. Okay. 1 second. Non-bankruptcy has converted to 0. No, I said it correctly, okay. Bankruptcy has converted to 0, okay. First one is for 0. So bankruptcy has converted to 0 and non-bankruptcy has converted to 1, okay. So this is the way we have these columns, okay. Okay, after this, we have to find out the correlation, okay. To find out the correlation, we also have heat map. Here also we have function df.corr. Corr is to find the correlation. Abhi now what, like why this correlation is useful? I show you with the help of this diagram, okay, that heat map is there. Now you can just understand it will convert, okay, the correlation will convert to some numbers, okay. Here the numbers, okay, the diagonal line is always for number 1, okay. Here I cannot see that, I cannot make that proper line, okay. This one part is always for 1. Why it is for 1? Because it will compare same two columns. So if you'll see that industry risk is the column, here also industry risk. What is the value? 1. Means they are highly correlated. Highly correlated means these two columns has same value. So definitely they'll be having same values because these are the two same columns, right? So that's why it is not useful. So got it? Diagonal is not useful. Apart from that, either we can use this one or this one. Both has the same values, okay? Same columns we are comparing, okay, here and like this and here also, okay? So either one part we can use. Suppose we have selected this below one, okay? Now what you have to do, you have to always check the one which is near to 1 will be highly correlated, okay? So here, okay, it is not visible clearly. I can see, okay, some 0.3, 0.2, 0.75 is there, okay? Little bit close to number 1. We have to always find out the highly correlated columns, then only we can drop it. Okay, I show you info. We checked it. Okay, why we have to check info? Because we have to check whether this last column has converted to float or not. So this class new column also converted to float. Okay, see, this is the heat map. This will also show you the correlation. Either one you can use, that above one or this one. Okay, if you see this gives you the clear picture. Okay, and easy to understand as well. So same one is here. Okay. Also, two parts are there. So either one we can use, this one or this one. So suppose we have selected this part. Okay, this part we have selected. In this part, okay, if you will see, this color bar is present. Okay, this is what my color bar. What is the use of this color bar? It shows all the numbers, whatever the numbers we are using here, na, it shows that range. Okay. So here, if you'll notice the number which is near to 1, it is with this light color, okay? And the number which is near to 0.4 with red color, this is 0.2 is pink color and so on, okay? Negative is like near to this dark color, okay? So this is the way we have the color map. Now here we have to select the highly correlated. If you'll see that columns are not highly correlated, but still if you'll see, okay, 0.76 and 0.5, 0.75 is near to number 1, right? Previously, this was not previously, okay. If we'll talk about the number which is highly correlated, it will be like we can say that 8, if it is giving 0.85, 0.9 and so on, okay. We say these columns are highly correlated. Okay, now suppose in place of 76, it is 90, okay, 0.90. So we say that class and this capability, okay, these two are highly correlated columns. So either one you can drop. So this is the we are gonna predict, okay. We have to be little bit smart that we cannot drop this column, okay. So that's why it is showing only 75. So this is not a correct example. Apart from that, suppose in place of this minus 0.29, we say that the operating risk and the credibility has the, these two are the highly correlated columns, means it has values like 0.95 or 0.98 like that. So then we have option to drop either one column, operating risk or credibility. But as we all know, okay, we cannot find any highly correlated column here. So we do not need to drop anything. But if in case or in future you find any highly correlated column, you have to always drop one. Okay, out of two, drop one. Okay, guys, I'm talking continuously since long. Let me know till here it is simple, okay? This heat map also simple, but if you have any doubt, write it in the chat window. I'll explain again. Quickly, if you understood, okay, all the points till now, just write yes in the chat window, okay? Quickly write it. Okay, yes, ma'am. Can you please share this bankruptcy.csv? Kritika, I'm not sure, okay, whether we are allowed to share because this is one of the real project, okay, and if you are part of machine learning data science, okay, if you are part of yes machine learning and data science, so this is our project bank, okay, generally participants has to complete it by themselves. So if I share code here, okay, they won't be going to do anything, okay, so I don't think so I have to share this file, okay, but you have the recordings, okay. At the end of the session, you'll get it. If you want, you can watch again. Okay. Minaj, yes, ma'am. Prerna, yes. Ma'am, can you please share the data set? Yeah, data set I can share. Okay. 1 minute, I share data set in the chat window. Guys, if you have any doubt, please let me know. Else I'll move to next one. Okay. Okay, the file I shared in the chat window because files like searching file would be difficult. Most of the time when you have to practice, go to Kaggle and search any data set there, okay? And then you can practice it, okay? But the same code, if you want to practice, then I've shared the data set already in the chat window, I think with everyone as well. Yeah, everyone, okay? CSV file is already present. So make this project by our own. Yes, Rama, you can do it, okay? As I'm here to explain you all the steps, okay? We discussed about the problem first, okay? Project problem. We discussed about the data set, the output. Also, I'm explaining you the code line. So there is nothing like which you don't know and you won't be able to do it, right? It just you have to think and write code. So it will be practice, okay? Then similarly, whenever you'll get new project, you'll be able to do all the project like this only to understand the problem. Then we have to understand the data set, figure out what has to be the output according to that create code. Okay. Okay, this is fine. Now, this is now. Okay, some other plots are also there. We have to sometimes see the column names and not column names. Okay, we have to compare the columns. That time we have to use all these. Okay, so I use what here? Pair plot. Pair plot is always to create two different plots. Okay, so that's why it has created two different plots. Ma'am, please share the problem statement PDF too. Yeah, that's also fine. Okay, I can share the PDF. 1 minute. I have already closed that bankruptcy. Yeah, I shared also that PPT in the chat window. Okay, these two things are required. Sorry, by mistake, I stopped sharing my screen. Okay. So this is what pair plot, okay? Pair plot means we are creating two different plots here and comparing the column. Again, we have the new visualization method, which is cross tab, okay? This will also help you. Okay, this we have to understand. We always have, okay, two things like one is the column name and the row name, or do two columns, whatever the two columns you want to compare, you have to use those two columns. Kind is always like what kind of plot you want to create here. So here they are saying the bar plot. So if you'll see that class new has two only two features now. We are classifying into 0 or to 1. Okay. So if you'll see for 0, 0, this is the ratio. Like here you can see it is like something 27. This one is what my 55, like that. Okay. So we have only three different fields only, na? Low, high, low, medium, and high. So say for same, it is showing you what? Bar graph. Okay. Understanding of data is also very important. Okay, we cannot skip that point. Now again, we have created one more plot. This is called cross tab, where we have used financial flexibility, class new column. So again, class new column we are using, then we have just two classes. And then financial flexibility also has those three things, na 0.0, 0.5 and 1.0. And again, we are selected kind equals to bar. So this is gonna create a bar plot. Okay. Janu, yes, I'll share files again. Okay. Give me some time. I just finish this one and then I'll share again. Okay. Okay, PD.crossTab again, they have selected two new features, credibility and class new. So what happened? Okay, all the columns one by one we are comparing with a class new. Okay, class new is our new column name. And then again we have this competitiveness and the class new we compare to again with the help of bar graph. Okay. Again, this operating risk with class new. So all the 6 columns with the 7th one. So all the independent columns with the dependent column. Okay. Okay. Till now, we have uploaded our data set. We did little bit cleaning. Okay, just converted that one column to numerical column, and we applied some visualization method, and we checked our data set. Okay, this is pre-processing. We did it. Okay. After this, we have data. This is the next step. Okay, now you all know we have to divide our data set into train and test. So test is always a small part. Train is our big part. Like test will say, okay, 20%, 25%, and rest of the part will be for train data. Okay. Okay. See here in this one now, from sklearn.model selection, import train test split. Okay. This is the library we have to write. Also, we are gonna apply logistic regression. Okay, now don't confuse with this name regression. Okay, we have linear regression, which is to predict some number, okay, like salary and profit is what my number. So on the basis of previous year's data, we can predict salary, we can predict profit. But here we are not going to predict anything, okay? What are we going to do? We are going to classify it. We are dividing into this category or that category. So for that, we have used the first library or first model, we can say. This is our machine learning model, which is called logistic regression. Name is regression, but this will help you to solve the classification problem, not the regression problem. Okay. Okay. It is a command, okay, not required. Drop NA is to drop null values. We checked already, okay. We do not have any null values. So what is the point to run this code? Okay. It's fine, okay. Then this is fine, shape you can check. After that, this is the important part where we have to divide the data into X and Y, okay. So X will be what? df dot drop class new X is equals to 1, okay. This, okay, we have to understand X is, this class new is what? My X, okay. If you'll see X dot head, in this X dot head, all the columns are present except this class new column. Why this class new column is not there? Because we drop this column, okay. XS1 is always for the column. So we are saying that from this, from all the columns, we just have to drop this class new column. Rest all will be your X. So X is what? My independent. So all are my independent variables. So these are what? My independent variables. Now Y is what? My dependent. So only one will be dependent, which is my class. The one we dropped it, we are gonna use it for Y. Okay. So as I told you earlier as well, X and Y is what? X will include all the columns, means all the independent columns. Y will include only the dependent column. Dependent will be just one column. Okay. So this is the way we have divided all the columns. So X has all the columns except that class new, and Y has only class new columns. Okay. Class new column. See here just one column. Divided into X and Y means dependent and independent. Then the next step is to divide into train and test. Okay. Train test, as we have the two things, okay, X and Y. So X also will divide into train test. Train test is always for rows, okay. X and Y is to divide the features. So one feature is for independent, one will be independent, rest all will be one will be dependent, rest all will be independent, X and Y. Where train and test is for the rows. So like suppose we say 80% of the rows will be for train, 20% is for test, or 25% is for test, 75 is for the train. Okay, this is will select, okay, random values, okay, here. Now if you'll see X also we have to divide into train test, Y also will divide into train test. So X and Y divided into train test. What is my function train test split? XY test size is what? 0.25. 0.25 means what? 25% value is for test. Rest all the values will be for train, okay. And random state is 0 here. Okay, after this, we are gonna apply a model, okay. Okay, as I told you, we are gonna use logistic regression using confusion methods, okay. So this is one of the model. Guys, that attendance link is already there in the chat window. You all can mark your attendance, okay. Here we have the logistic regression. In this logistic regression from sklearn.linear model, import logistic regression. Again, we have created what? Object of this logistic regression function. Okay, this is what my model. I'm gonna apply this model to check the accuracy or to check the confusion matrix. Okay, I'll show you the confusion matrix as well. Now here we have used the fit. Fit is with the help of X train and Y train we use. and fit the model. Once it show you something like this, logistic regression means this is working perfectly fine. Okay, means we have applied this logistic regression model now. We have to now write only X-train values, okay, just to check, okay, how many X-train values are there. Shape, if you'll check, okay, for X-train, they have selected 187. Actually, something 400, okay, what was the number? Total values were around something. See, 249 rows were there. Out of 249 rows, see here. Out of 249 for X train, we have 187 rows. Columns will always be same, okay? 6, if it is about X, so 6 will be there. If it is about Y, so just one column is there, okay? So then for X train, it has selected 187. For X test, it has selected 63. For train, 187. For test, 63. Again, for the Y train, we have 187. And Y test, it is 63. Okay, all the rows, I'm talking about rows, not about the columns. So columns will be fixed. X has 6 columns, Y has 1 column. And this is the division. Here we are dividing number of rows. So 187 rows, 63 again rows, okay, for train test. Abhi, now here the first method, we have the standard scaler, okay. This standard scaler is always to scale your values. Like I have given you the example of outliers where, okay, some values, the numbers were near to 0, we can say. Some numbers are near to 100, okay, like this. Suppose this is the range 0 to 100, where some numbers are, only few numbers are near to the 0, okay, like suppose 1 and 2. Here we have some numbers like 98, 95, like that, okay. But rest all the numbers are here between, we say, 20 to 50. The similar example I gave you for outliers, okay. So now these extreme values are very big, okay. Here so we can see that number is not very big, but see the 50 lakhs and the 3 crore, the number difference is very big, okay. To scale all the numbers, okay, means that it has to be between one range, okay. We use standard scaler, okay. So suppose random range we consider here, the range is between 0 to 1. So now this will be what, 0 0.1, 0 0.2, this will be again, this will be again 0 0.1, like that, okay. And similarly here it will be 0 0.9, here it will be 0 0.5, and so on, okay, like that. So 1, 2, 3, and then this is the way 20%, 50%, 90%, 80%, all the numbers will be there. But if you'll see, the range is now, okay, whatever you'll say, 0 0.1 to 100, or we can say that 0 0.1 to 0.99 it is there, okay. So then it has scaled between these numbers, okay. We do not have now any extreme values, okay. That's why we use the standard scaler. So that standard scaler also we have to always create object. First import library, then create object. Then xtrain here is equals to scale dot fit transform. We have to fit this xtrain model. Xtest here is equals to scale dot transform. This xtest value we have scaled, okay. We have scaled the data. After that, check for the distribution of the labels here. We have to check whether all are distributed normally or not, okay. And then here we are just gonna check this class column, okay, new class column. So column name is class new. And like this is for 1.0, this one, and this one is for 0.0, okay, like that. Data type it is showing float because we also can see all the values are float. Okay. We have to now apply this logistic regression. So we imported the library, applied this logistic regression model, created the instance of the class, okay, and fitted the model. Once you fit the model, then this will show you here, okay. It is showing you for the different values, this different scale values. After that, okay, this F1 has the precision recall many things, okay. Confusion matrix is also very good topic, okay? This is always to check, okay? I give you one simple example to understand it. Like suppose that person has diabetes, but when it checked, okay, it is showing that person does not have the diabetes, okay? Similarly, person has like any example. Person was not having diabetes and the results are showing that the person has diabetes. So what are it is showing the wrong result. Sometimes it shows the correct result as well. But we cannot say that it will show you 100% correct. I know very well confusion matrix. Very good, Harsh. So then that we have to check, okay? So for that we have precision, recall, check this F1 score and this and that, okay? These methods are, all methods are available, okay? We have to use these method to find out the score, okay? So what we did here, applied one F1 score method. Once you applied this F1 score method, we have to use what are X-train and X-trace to predict. What are we going to do? Actually, we have to predict something, right? So we have used what F1 score, Y test, Y this is just variable names, okay? Y pred and Y test we are using here. These are the two variable names, okay? Variable names are big, but just two variables are there. And then it is showing 0.95. That 0.95 is, okay, 0.95 is what, huh? The number which is near to 1. We say the accuracy range is between 0 to 1. And if the number is near to 1, we say it is giving you good accuracy. We can use this model, okay? Generally for that, we have to check accuracy. After that, we have also applied this new model, okay? This is called what, huh? Grid search CV method. Also, we have used this K-fold method. These are again methods, okay, where we have to do the hyperparameter tuning. For hyperparameter tuning, okay, we have to use different parameters here. For different parameters, what happens here? It will check all the values one by one. The one is giving good accuracy, it will select that model. So in that logistic regression, we were not having option to select, right? Whatever was the output, that will same, okay? If you rerun the code, it will be little bit here and there, okay? But when we give the different values here for hyperparameter tuning, then output will little bit increase, okay? Because we are giving different values. Also, we have these regularization method, okay? L1 and L2, okay? This is also called ridge and lasso regression. Guys, you all have completed, I think so, machine learning models, okay? You know about all these models. So these models we cannot finish within one class. One model itself will take one full class, okay? So you all have to read about the models, but here what we have to understand, like what I did, first applied that logistic regression, then I have applied check that F1 score, then I have applied this hyperparameter tuning, K-fold method, grid search CV method, okay, to check the accuracy, okay. So this is the way we have to apply multiple models. So understand, okay, which model we have to apply, and according to that you have to apply model. Okay, after this, okay, best parameter, as I told you, different numbers were there. Out of those numbers, it will select one best parameter, okay. It will select best parameter and that we have to select to calculate, okay. So here this F1 score is 0.99. This is highly accurate. Highly accurate, okay. We also can say that it is the case of overfitting, okay. 0.99, 0.1, okay, this is highly accurate values, okay, which is like very difficult. The data can't be this much accurate, okay. Definitely some sort of error will be there, okay. Ma'am, what is in the chat window once again? So have to check the overfitting of the model, not only that. Yeah, Harsh, as I told you, okay, this is overfitted, okay. Ma'am, kal exam hai kya? Amrish, I'm not sure, okay? Some quiz questions will definitely be there, okay? But I'm not sure how it is gonna happen, okay? First part will be for Again, for one more problem I'll discuss, okay? And second part will be for like in second half, 8 to 9 will be for some MCQ questions, okay? So I'm not sure, okay, that Shushmita will help you, okay, whether it's gonna be verbal or the test or I don't know, okay? After this one, okay, the best parameter it has selected. Out of those numbers, 0.1 is the best number, okay. Class weight it has selected, penalty it has selected, L2 regularization, okay. Now we have selected the best parameters. We are applying those best parameter to logistic regression. Previously, we just applied that logistic regression without these parameters and all, simple logistic regression. Now we are using the penalty parameter on all these things to get get good accuracy or better accuracy, we'll say. So applied this logistic regression model. Just 1 minute, guys. Okay, I'll check chat after 2 minutes. I think only few more lines are there. After this, okay, deployment code is also there, but that's very small code. Okay. Here we have confusion metrics. Again, we have used this ROC. This is also one more method, okay, like same like this F1 score, precision, and so on, to predict all these values, okay. We have predicted model, applied this confusion metrics, okay. Confusion metrics, I have given you the example like the cancer example, the person has cancer or not. So like person was having cancer, but the results were showing that wrong, okay. Sometimes the person does not have the cancer and the results are showing that the person has cancer. But some cases this is also correct. The result will be correct. The person will also be having that disease. Okay. This we can find out with the help of confusion metrics. So maximum values we generally say that, okay, almost 70-80% the result will be correct. Okay. For diabetes also people use that machine, okay, and they check that number at home only, okay, the diabetes, okay, at home. They know, okay, sometimes it doesn't give correct result. They have to use the they have to do the next test and then it might give you the correct result. Sometimes that BP machine, okay, will give you the very high BP number, okay, whatever is the number, okay, range. But that is just because of some other things as well, okay. It is not necessary that that time the machine is giving you the correct answer, but if you'll check after some time, it will give you the correct result. So here also we cannot say that the accuracy will be 100%. 100% is always overfitting, okay. So data should not be overfitted. It should not also be underfitted, okay. Okay, the confusion matrix it has created. Okay, the confusion matrix numbers I write here. This you will understand 26, 0, 0 and 37. Okay. What is this? True positive, true negative. So this is the correct data. Okay. This is not the correct scenario. Okay. This is for true negative values. Okay. Doctor said that person does not have the diabetes and result also showing the same thing. And similarly, okay, the result is showing this and person is also having this, okay, like that. So correct result. Here it is true positive means the results were showing the correct results were correct and the person was also person was saying that doctor was saying that he is having the diabetes and results were also saying same thing, okay. Similarly, the doctor and the result both are saying that person does not have the diabetes. So generally, the accuracy will be based on these two numbers, 26 and 37, okay. 26 and 37, if you'll add it, okay, this is the 100% because here we have 0, 0, okay. This is overfitting case, okay. So 26 and 37 we have used and then the total, if you'll do it, it is saying that 1% accuracy. 1% means highly accurate, okay, which is not correct scenario. And 0, 0 is for the negative values. So this is also like 100% it is showing the correct result, which is not possible. Okay. This classification report we have created where we have precision, recall, F1 score and support, many things are there. Okay, this we have to check it. So if you'll see this is really very high, 1, 1, 1, it is showing 1, 1, 1 like that. This is very high, okay, overfitting. After this, we have what, huh? Some this ROC score method we have applied here, imported those libraries. Now, okay, we are applying this third model, which is called decision tree. Okay, decision tree classifier here. Decision tree is used to solve regression and classification, both of the problems. Okay, so here we have used the classifier. Okay, after this classifier, okay, we have applied what? Logistic regression. We have concatenated all these columns. If you'll see, this is the final with all the columns. Okay, all the 7 columns are there. Y has this one. Regression, logistic regression we have applied again, and then we have predicted the model. Once you predict the model, okay, finally we converted into the data frame. So that data frame will be for what? Actual and the predicted one. What if we'll talk about any point, okay, like this is the correct point, this is the predicted one, and this is the actual one. We always check, okay, the error has to be minimum between these two lines. Okay, so that's why we have to check what? Actual and the predicted both. Okay, so for this we have all the numbers here, actual and the predicted one. Okay, done. We have created again confusion matrix. After applying multiple models, still it is giving me 100% accuracy, which is again giving 0, 0. Okay. To calculate this accuracy, okay, they have applied one formula, which is giving again 1% accuracy. Okay. Actually, for bankruptcy, the data has to be 100% correct, okay? Because that small problem will create actually a very big cause, I'll say, okay? So data has to be 100% correct, but it is like, it is not always possible, okay? Here, though, we have the correct data, okay? The information, everything is correct, okay? So that's why it's giving 1. We have all these threshold values are there, okay? After threshold values, okay, these are different models I have applied, okay? After applying these models, okay, then this is the important one. This is called a pickle file, okay? 1 minute, huh? What is in the chat window? True, negative, true, positive. Yes, Harsh, okay. What else? MCQ questions. Kal kya hai? I'm not sure, okay. Surprise test. I'm not sure, okay. Guide, don't write all such messages, okay? Because now, see, at the end we'll discuss. But now I always think, okay, some important questions are there. Okay, after this, we have this last thing, okay, which is called pickle. Why we convert into pickle file? Because we have to always use this file to deploy our model, okay? So whenever we have any model, we have to deploy it, okay, with the help of Streamlit. So in place of using this big file, we can use that small file, okay, or pickle file, we can say that, and then we can use it anywhere you want, okay? One second. Okay. Okay, attendance is there in the chat window. Here, this is the way, okay, we converted into pickle file. Pickle file we have converted, and that classifier we have applied. We have to always dump this file. So we are saying my file name is this.sav I have saved. And when I use this pickle.dump method, this will dump my file, okay? Or we can say that it will convert to pickle file. So after converting to pickle file, we have to also load. So open this file first, the one we have converted, and then we have to load it, okay? After this, okay, we have used input data. So this is nothing but the values we already have, right? Some input we have to give. So with the help of that data set, you can check all the values, and according to that, you can give values. Okay, like for this data set, this particular row, what is the output? Whether the model is predicting that correct output or not. I'll show you that one. Okay. Input data as numpy. Here we have nothing, okay, but just we have to give input values as well. In that one, if you remember, when you deploy the model, that time, okay, it was giving you output. Okay, so we are giving input, then only it is giving output, right? So that's why what we did, we converted into pickle. We are giving some input, and then what is the final step here is to predict whether it is bankruptcy or non-bankruptcy. So if you'll see this data, okay, for this particular set, these are what all our 7 values that those values are already present in the data set. And then at the end, it is showing what? If it is equals to 0, then it is bankruptcy, else it will show you non-bankruptcy, like that. Okay. So here it is showing result. There also it will show you. Okay. Okay. With that deployment file, okay, it will take 15-20 minutes. Okay. We won't be able to finish that deployment right now. So what I'll do, the deployment, I'll explain tomorrow. Also, after deployment, we'll see the correct values of the data set. We'll apply to that model, and then we'll see whether it is giving correct accuracy or not. Okay. Or I just try, okay. I think the file is very small. I just try to open it once if I can explain now only. At least I'll show you, okay. Just wait for 1 minute. Okay, that another file I have created and converted into .py file. Okay. So as we have already discussed, that file we have to open with the help of Notepad, right? We cannot create that file, or we cannot use IPYNB extension for prediction. Okay. So what I did here, I have used this pickle file. Okay. I'm just trying to save our time. Okay. So that tomorrow I can start with any new topic in place of this one. Ma'am, can you please share all the files and the data set for the deployment? We use .py file. Yes, Harsh, we use .py. Ma'am, please, the deployment procedure, it may not take more than 5. No, I don't have problem with the deployment. Deployment we did already, okay, that output part. This explanation will take time, okay, but here I just quickly explain, okay. Where we have these files, okay, numpy, pickle, streamlit files are there. This is the location of my pickle file because I have to use that model here, right? So what I did, I have uploaded my, or I have loaded my pickle file here. Okay. So this is the path of pickle file. We have to always write R before this. RB is read binary mode. Okay. Then we have created one function where we have the input data. So function name is some bankruptcy prediction. Bankruptcy prediction is the name of the function where we are passing one input value. Okay. Changing here the input data to numpy array. What we did here, converted that to data to numerical. Okay. Numpy array. Array means what? Which is collection of multiple values, that is called array. Okay. After that, we have the next one. We are predicting for one instance. Okay. Here input data reshape, input data numpy array dot reshape. We have reshaped the model. After that, we have to load that model and input reshape one here. Okay. After this one, we have the same code, the one we were using there. If that prediction 0 is equals to 0, then it is what? Return bankruptcy, else it will return non-bankruptcy. The final else is also saying that non-bankruptcy. Okay. After this, we are giving the title of the title of our website. Okay. Title of the website is what? My bankruptcy prediction. Get the input data from the user, so that user defined input. Here now all the streamlit commands are there. If you'll see, st.title is what? Streamlit command. st.number input. In Python we write int input read CSV, sorry, int input, enter number, like that we write, okay? Here to take input, we are using st.number input. And then we are giving some options here. Industrial risk, step 1, that format we are saying %2f, okay? After that, first is for the management risk, second is, first is for the industrial risk, second is for the management, third is for financial. So all the columns, okay, except that last column, we have all the columns here. What we have to do, we have to get the input for all the data, right? I showed you already the output one where you have to give some numbers. After that, we have to just press a button. Once you press the button, it will check my data set, and according to that, it will give you output. Okay. Now what I do, I just open quickly a CSV file. In this CSV file, Bhavani, what I have explained, okay, this is called a new file. This is my .py file. In this .py file, I have used the deployment code. So deployment code means all the Streamlit codes. Okay. So what we did, for final output, we need some text values. We need some values to input. Okay. Input means take user defined input, where user defined input means you write something, write some numbers. Okay. That is called user defined input. So for all the 6 columns, we have to take some values that we have to calculate, and it has to predict. Okay, if these many numbers are there, then it will be the output, either bankruptcy or non-bankruptcy, like that. Okay, so this is very simple model we have applied, created one button. Rest all are what my input statements. Okay, user defined input. That's it. Okay, and this part is always to convert or always to use our pickle file. So previously we created .ipynb file, right, where we have all the visualization function, train test flight, logistic regression, all the codes were there in that ipynb file. That file we converted into pickle. Pickle, you can say that a zip file kind of thing. Okay, it is not zip file. Okay. For explaining, just for our understanding, I'm saying that zip. Okay, so it's a small file which we can use anywhere for deployment. Okay, this we did it. Now see here, we have to see our Excel file. Okay, suppose I say that first value here. Okay, these many values we have to remember. So I can't remember all these values. What we do, we copy here, and I just go to my deployment page. This was my deployment page. Okay, so here what I do, I just paste those numbers here. Okay, so we can check whether it is predicting correctly or not, right? What I did, all the numbers are here. So first one for industrial, it is 0.5. So what I'll do here, I'll just change all the values. So what I do, I just change with 0.5. Okay. After changing to 0.5, management risk, it is showing 1. Okay, so I write here 1. Automatically, it will change to float value. Second is, third is same. Okay, it's 0 only. Fourth is also, it is showing 0. Fifth is 0. Sixth is also 0. Seventh, it is saying, okay. The last one, it is showing 0.5. Okay. Now we try to predict the result. Okay, let's see. What it is saying, bankruptcy. Now you go and check your table. Okay, is it the correct one? See, it is showing bankruptcy. Clear? So now that's why it is giving 100% correct value, 1. Okay, accuracy is 1 because it is predicting the correct value. Similarly, you can try. I can see all the bankruptcy. Okay, we scroll down and find out one non-bankruptcy. Okay, some random value I've selected here. This time we copy this one. Okay, we again try to deploy these values. Okay, so I again add these numbers here so that you all can see the result is correct. Okay, like this we have. Okay, I have also copied non-bankruptcy. We will go again back here and we change 0.5 is the correct one. This is 0. So we change this number with 0. Next is my 0.5. I'll use 0.5. Then I'll use what? Here 1. This is my 1. Then we have 0.5. Again, I have what? After 0.5, the last one is my 0. Okay. I think all the numbers are correct. 0, 0.5, 1, and before 1, 0.5, 0. Okay. This is correct. Okay. Now we scroll down, press this button and see the result. It is showing that bankruptcy. Maybe I did some wrong one. Okay. We have to check all the numbers. First one is 0.5. Second is 0. Then is 0.5 again. Then we have 1. Then we have 0.5 and 0. Non-bankruptcy it is showing me. Okay, I try for another one. Some values could be wrong as well. We try one more, okay? Last one I check, okay? What is the last one so that I can see this one we copy. We add again values, okay? Here we add values and then we change again all the numbers. I just quickly change, okay? Don't worry, will not waste much time. Hope you all are happy to see the result. 0.5. Again, we have 0.5. Okay. After 1, this is 0. Okay. I think this is 0. And then we have 0.5. Then again, we have 0.5. And then I have what? 1. Okay. I have 1. Again, I have 1. Okay. I just predict this last one. Okay. Then we are done. It is showing non-bankruptcy. Okay. So 99% the result will be correct. Okay. Because it is giving what? 96% accuracy and 1% accuracy was also there. Yes, first, Bhavani, we have to create that IPYNB file, okay, and convert into .py file, okay. Then only we can deploy. Okay, then. I hope you all enjoyed today's session. You will not get chance to learn, okay, deployment, okay. At least now you all know what are the steps you have to write, how to write it. You have everything in your mind. You just have to apply whenever you create model, okay. We stop here today. I'll see you tomorrow. Welcome. So we need to change it into, yes, we have to change it to .py. The collab has option, okay. I think you have not attended my previous sessions, but I show you here. This is our collab. In this collab, you have to go to downloads, and in this downloads, we have downloads.py, download.py, not downloads, okay, download.py. This will convert to .py file, okay. Data set, I just do it again, okay. Data set and the problem statement I share again in the chat window, okay. Yeah, both of the things are there in the chat window, guys. Because of the currently use the close. 1 second, I'll share both of the files separately. It's not allowing me to share file. Sorry. Bankruptcy prevention.csv cannot. It has uploaded. Bhavani with Bhavani only. 1 minute. One second, this is having some problem. It is continuously showing that. It's not allowing me to share that PPT, okay? Where could we get your IPYNB file? I'll not share, okay? Because these are actually our XLR's projects, okay? So I won't be able to share that file. Please accept. Yeah, Harsh. I'll do it today. Ma'am, could we get your IPYNB file? Is not possible. Okay. I don't know, something wrong with this share chat one. Okay. Our Zoom chat. I'll do it tomorrow. Guys, remind me to share that CSV file. Okay. CSV file and PPT I'll share again. It is continuously showing that bankruptcy prevention.csv cannot be sent because it is currently in use. 1 minute, I close file. Then it will allow me to share. Yeah, the file is there in the chat window. Also, I share that bankruptcy prevention. Okay, that PPT also I shared in the chat window. These two things are required to solve the problem. Okay, guys, we stop here today. Tomorrow, I'll just try my best to create one very small project, okay? So that again, when we'll do the deployment and everything, you will be able to understand it again, okay? With small code, okay? With small code, it will be very easy to understand, okay? Okay, then the attendance link is already there in the chat window. You all can mark attendance. Hope you all enjoyed today's session. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Welcome, Harsh. Welcome, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. So guys, kindly fill the attendance. We'll wind up in 2 minutes.
Pooja, which link you're talking? Ma'am, you tell that you send the drive link at least. Which drive link I said? Pooja, which drive link you want me to share? All the drive days, okay. That's not drive link, okay. That this one CSV file, no. I did not open my Anaconda today. It will take 5 minutes to open. Pooja, can you remind me tomorrow? I'll share, okay? Just remind me at the starting of the session. I'll share, okay? Okay. Okay then, final bye. See you tomorrow. Welcome everyone.